if I'm back, and I haven't really had an answer. But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
Let's go. Thank you, ladies and gents. Welcome to the I can't speak. Already messed up. The Peti Kish on live, where I'm back. Hopefully everything's fine on my end here. Let's see how it is. I gotta check real quick, guys, here. Real quick. Let's see how it is on my side here. Is it delayed? No, it's tiny bit delayed. It's tiny bit delayed, but we're good. We're fine. I'm here. We're ready for another week full of topics to talk about. There is a lot here, guys. They're like constantly, like right now at this moment, there's probably something that's breaking news, and I need to check it out. That it's gonna break news. Last week we had the same thing, so there was breaking news, which I want to bring up today, actually from last Friday we did, and that was crazy too. So with the Xbox thing, so there's a lot here, guys. I'm gonna try to go as fast as I can today. Quick topics and then to main topics. I'm going to be all over the place, I feel like, today. It's just a lot here. I'll try to have as much as I can. Like I said, not sure about it. Maybe this weekend, but I feel like this weekend I'm going to be focusing more on Resident Evil Requiem at the moment because that is the new hot game that's out and everyone's playing it. Almost everyone. If you're not playing it, you're probably playing Marathon, which is free-to-play weekend. Or that Horizon Gatherers game. Yeah, those games don't look too good on both sides. Now, for Resident Evil Requiem, you know, it's pretty high at the moment. A lot of people, it's a big name, big property. So it's probably going to do crazy numbers. That's what we're going to also look at today. As we're going to look at the Xbox stuff as well today, guys, with the CEO, Phil Spencer, leaving, as well as President also leaving. So we got two new people coming into Microsoft Xbox, taking over the reins. That is questionable. I've seen other people online talking about it too, that it's not looking too good for Xbox. Let's be honest. And as a console brand itself, as we're going to get into it. And then we're going to talk about the Wayans Brothers, because the Wayans Brothers, if you don't know, like people, they were the ones that made comedies back in like, was it like the early 2000s? They would make comedies like the Scary Movies, White Chicks, like a bunch of different comedies. And then it just stopped. So we're going to be talking about that because they're coming back with Scary Movie 6. And it seems like it's going to be a big hit because I feel like rated R comedies to be specifying that rated R comedies have been lacking a couple of years now. And now it might be actually coming back in a big way, which I'm excited to talk about that too, because it's awesome. I would love comedies to come back, but they just don't. They just don't because people just can't take jokes no more today. You know, that's why comedy's kind of dead. I think it's time to start making fun of everyone. Let's just make fun of everyone, every side of the angle, and just have a good laugh at it, you know? Because I feel like people are too serious, and people don't get the jokes no more, you know, kind of deal. And it's becoming to the point where everything needs to be offensive, and that's where I'm like, yeah, if everything's offensive, then nothing is funny no more. Then it's like, that whole personality of just having jokes in general and it's going to offend someone is not the best mentality, I would say. So it's better to just release it and say it how it is, and just go with the flow, I guess. See if it works. If it doesn't work, well, it didn't work. but I think it should work with the Wayne brothers because they were the OGs who started those. Not the OGs, because Airplane was sort of like the OG concept for like a parody, but Wayne's brothers loved those movies like Airplane, and they started their own thing with that. So they're doing that again. I'm glad. Yeah, so we have that too. So there's a lot here to talk about. Marathon. We're going to talk a little about that. Resident Evil, blah, blah, blah. There's so much, guys. It's going to be a lot. So I'm not going to waste too much time, guys, but we're going to go into it. But before we go into all that, guys, you already know the drill. Like the stream, guys, and sub if you're new here. If you like entertainment, pop culture, gaming, movies, TV shows, all sorts of things like that on here we talk about. We use our common sense critical thinking to pick out things. We read, we see, and then we give our own opinions and whatever we can about each subject. And that's what we do here. And then we have discourse, or we have a discussion here and talk about all this. So yeah, I'll be leaving timestamps as usual for all the people in the past broadcast where you can see the past live streams. You will be seeing that too. As always, I leave the timestamps for you guys. Okay. I was losing my train of thought for a second there. I have coffee, so I should be good. Also, it's starting to get better out now. It was very cold for February, and now at the end of February, we're in the end parts. It's starting to get a little bit warmer out. So spring is coming soon, so that's good. Oh, I just noticed I don't have my Buy Me a Coffee thing on there in the bottom, but it should be in the description below, guys. I think OBS updated, and it changed the Buy Me a Coffee tab for it, so whatever. You guys can still, if you like, to donate and leave a tip if you like with Buy Me a Coffee. So yeah, for that. And yeah, that's the only way right now you can tip at the moment. I would like to do other ways I can tip besides PayPal, because I'm not a big fan of PayPal in general. But I want a way so your full support, your full donation goes to me, and it's not split. That's the problem with most of these streaming / donation things, where half of the donation usually, or some of the donation, I don't get the full percentage of the donation. It gets split between the streaming service or PayPal, for instance, and me. So that's what I'm saying. I would like to find one that could be easy for you guys if you like to donate or support the channel in some way, by specifically giving it to me through a third party. Obviously I don't want to give any credentials or anything in some areas. So it'd be nice to be easy, fast. You can just send it to me and boom, done, kind of deal. Trying to figure out, not really much options, to be honest, but we will see. There really needs to be a competitor besides Stripe, PayPal. Like, a lot of these things have mandatory things. I wish it was just straightforward and just give it to you as is, so you can have it, but it's never straightforward. It's very, you have to go through angles with that, but whatever. I'm talking too much now. Let's just get into the topics itself, guys. So I'm trying to think what I can go into first, because there's a lot here. I think we should go into breaking news first. That just happened recently. Yeah, let's talk about this first, guys. So breaking news, everyone. This is by Geeks and Gamers. Netflix backs out of Warner Brothers fight. Paramount Skydance takes the lead. So what happened here is, if I know the whole story about this, is yesterday, a lot of outlets were reporting on this, that Netflix Warner Bros. Wanted more money, and Netflix couldn't give it. So apparently what happened is, Warner Bros. Favored more Netflix, but the investors and everyone else said Paramount gave more money. We talked about this probably last year. And it was weird because I thought Paramount would get Warner Brothers, but apparently Netflix was in the lead because, I don't know, Warner Bros. Just preferred it, I guess. They didn't want Paramount. So it seems Paramount actually gave more, and now it seems like Netflix, Warner Bros. Is like, oh, we want more from Netflix, and Netflix wouldn't budge. So now Paramount's like, we're still here. Do you still want us? And now it seems like they're moving forward with Paramount now. Netflix dipped out. I said this before. This is not good either way which one you pick. If it's Netflix or Paramount, it doesn't really matter. Both of these companies, or even Warner Bros. Themselves, have been tainted in general. They've been tainted. A lot of the IPs have been tainted. And it's not good. You get the live service style with Warner Brothers where there's literally anything. You can't even buy DVDs really from Netflix. It's like crazy. It's just on their service. Or you get Paramount where you have like Star Trek Academy. This is like this woke piece of garbage kind of show, and no one's watching. No one cares. Trust me, I really don't care. I've seen clips around, and I'm like, how can people actually watch this shit? It's like the Acolyte from Star Wars. It's so bad. So here we go. Let's read a little bit into this. Netflix has officially waved the white flag in the battle for Warner Brothers Discovery. In a major shakeup for the Paramount-Warner Brothers war that has been raging for months, the streaming giant confirmed it's walking away from the bidding war. Rather than matching the increasingly expensive Skydance-backed offer, the decision effectively clears the runway for Paramount Skydance, which will appear firmly in the driver's seat to land Warner Bros. Discovery. In a joint statement, Netflix co-CEO Ted Sanders and Greg Peters made the company's position unmistakably clear. The transaction we negotiated would have created shareholders' value with a clear path to regulating approval, they said. However, we've always been disciplined, and at the price required to match Paramount's Skydance latest offer, the deal is no longer financially attractive. So we are declining to match the Paramount Skydance bid. Netflix is like, yeah, we're not going to give you that much money. You're going to stick with this money or we're going to leave. So that's pretty much what happened in the whole premise. So it seems like Paramount was the victor in this situation. I thought it would be Netflix because that's what like the media was posting. And even then I was questioning. It's like, let's see about that because we'll wait because Netflix would have been horrible. Netflix is probably worse than Paramount, but Paramount's pretty bad too, guys. Let's be honest. It's pretty bad. And I was going to say, I think this is going to be an interesting, but we're not going to see the precautions of this maybe in 1 or 2 years. We'll see what happens with this because we're at the moment it's just, they're trying to sign everything, go through, court and, governments and all that to try to okay this and everything. So either way, it's not good. Warner Bros. Should have been its own thing, but, Warner Bros. Fucked up. They messed up. They lost a lot of money. So now they're in this situation, and people are trying to buy them. I think Comcast is also still one of them, but I think Comcast is going to get them. It's going to be Paramount, most likely. Most likely now. So there you go, guys. Oh, we're here again. Like and sub, guys. I always forget about the curtains. I always forget about them. Like and sub, guys. Again, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, so we got that out of the way. Should we just continue? You know what? I'm going to mix match today. I'm going to mix match main topics and smaller topics because I'm already on the movie film kind of binge right now at the moment. So we're going through these movies and stuff. I think I should just continue with the movies and shows, and then we go into gaming. Yeah, let's just do that. So here we go, guys. Let me Oh, before we do that, guys, you guys can still vote if you want. You can still vote if you want. There's 2 hours left, guys. I'm letting you know at this moment. So this is what we have right now. This is on my Twitter/X. You should vote if you want to join in. You only got 2 hours left, so you got to do it fast. Put me on the background, and you can vote at the moment if you want. We got a lot of votes in here, and it seems like there's going to be an anonymous winner soon. So there's going to be an easy winner. So what it is with so much fighting game franchises coming back recently, what brand new game from a franchise should make a comeback that hasn't in a while? So I put 4 because that's the only 4 I can think of that are pretty big. But also, there are many others I would have wanted to put on there. It's just you can only put 4 minimal on Twitter. So Soul Calibur is winning at the moment, really high amount. And we got 58 votes in here with we have a couple of likes, 10 likes, we got quote tweets, we got discussions going on. So Soul Calibur is winning by a lot. Second place would be Darkstalkers. Third is Marvel vs. Capcom, and last is Killer Instinct. Ed Boon posted that Killer Instinct, comeback, whatever, he voted, and it sparked me to do this too. But Killer Instinct is the lowest right now on here. So Killer Instinct is very low, and it's kind of concerning why Killer Instinct's low on this. Now, for me, personally, if I had to pick, I would put Soul Calibur, but I can't pick. But you guys could pick real quick if you like. You could go on my Twitter, X, and then do it. But I already know who the winner is. Obviously, you can see it. It's going to be Soul Calibur. So I did this one while I was just chatting with people in discussions. And I did a who will win. So I did this crazy fast video on Grok. So this is just a fast video I did on Grok. So I used ChatGPT and Grok pretty much to do this.
Get ready, fight!
It's for all you AI slop people that say, "Oh, you're losing my RAM." Dude, this is your AI slop right here. Enjoy it.
Get ready, fight!
Enjoy your AI slop. Because people are like, "Oh, this is AI slop." I don't give 2 fucks. It looks so badass in the beginning, dude.
Ready,
all of this looks sick.
Fight!
This looks so sick. Okay, yeah, it could be worked on. I agree, but I did this as fast as possible. I agree. It looks pretty good, though. It's pretty faithful as, not 100%, but it's pretty faithful. I'm just saying. But I already have a victory one. I'm going to show you real quick. I have a victory one I already done. Where is it? I got to find it real quick. Here it is. So we already have a victory lap. One. I'm going to post that after the poll ends. So you're going to see that later. Because there is no way this is going to redeem itself after that. There's no way. What the heck? What is it? What the heck is wrong with the... What's wrong with the... Is it just this? Maybe it's just this. There's like a line that's like there. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But this is it, guys. I'll just play it. Check it out.
Victory. Soul Calibur wins.
Dude, the bodies are all fucked up in the back, and she won. What is this line here? What the heck is this? I have no clue what that is. Okay, I turned it down. I don't know what that line was. I think it got messed up, to be honest. There's like a mess up. It's probably the buy me a coffee messed up. But yeah, looks badass though, right? Let's go back. I don't know what that line was. Yeah, I don't know what that was. I think that's the buy me a coffee thing. I think it like derped out or something happened, but whatever. It messed up in that moment. So yeah, sorry about that, guys. But yeah, that's it, guys. That's the poll. Vote now or hold your peace about that. But here, okay, let's get back to the movies again. We got sidetracked again. This is literally going to be the stream. It's just going to be me sidetracking a lot. So it is what it is. Okay, guys. Let's see how this Scream 7's doing, huh? So Scream 7 is out right now, guys. Scream 7. I really like the Scream franchise. Yeah, it's not something incredible by any sense of, like, it's a masterpiece, but I do enjoy the Scream movies. So Scream 7 is going back to the roots. They got the OG director from the first Scream movie, which is probably the best Scream movie. I think the first one is the best one, by far. They got him back. They got all the actors, not all of them, but most of them back. So you got Neve Campbell, she's back. The OG, Cindy. I got confused because of the Scare movie. But she's back. Ghostface is back, obviously. You can't have Scream without Ghostface. And there's going to be crazy kills. Now, what I'm seeing here at Rotten Tomatoes at the moment, what is the score here, dude? We know Rotten Tomatoes is pretty rotten in general. They've manipulated reviews before. But because of this, so far, the critics don't like this movie, 37%. And the people like it so far with 76% at the moment. This is new. It already did a lot on opening weekend yesterday, if I am correct. I've seen a lot of people posting it. But it's not doing so hot. See, Campbell and Cox, along with newcomers, this is one person, said this 2 out of 5. What the heck? May and Williams' talent for suspense carried the installment far, but not nearly far enough to compensate for what ultimately feels like a corporate rush job. So hollow. Everything except Scream 7 feels rushed and shallow. It's visually suffering from low lighting, a choice that officially many in modern movies, and it is cut together with halting Sudi. So I don't know what's going on. This best movie, it was really good to the point that I want to see it again. The movie had a lot of jump scares, which I loved, but a lot of the story line didn't make any sense and was kind of dumb. Yeah, Scream is gonna be dumb either way. It's obvious, and I feel like they're trying to do like the reboot Halloween did with Scream. I think they're trying to do that again, where it's the daughter and the mother or the grandmother is taking over, teaching them. Yeah, I didn't expect this to be a good movie. I still want to watch it because I like Scream, but I didn't expect this to be a good movie. So if you're expecting like a masterpiece or like, oh, this is gonna where the franchise is going. Like, dude, the last two Scream movies, I really didn't like. I really didn't like. Okay, maybe the last one. This was the sixth one. I was like, it's passable, but fifth one, fuck that one. I hated that one the most, guys. That was the worst one. They did my boy Dewey so dirty. It was dirty. That was a dirty one. But yeah, and then I heard people say, "Oh, no one actually dies in this movie. There's no actually good kills. It's just no expectations at all. No surprise factor." Dude, not every movie needs a surprise factor. But in Scream, it's usually like a mystery, like who is Ghostface? Like who is this Ghostface? Which one of these people is one of the people that's going to betray me? Kind of deal. It's been always like that. Now that there's not enough kills and there's not enough surprises is kind of weird. I don't understand how about that. But I don't know. Some people say this is a good evolution, and then some people say it's very dull. So I don't know. Let's check out Metacritic too. Yikes. Let me refresh this real quick. Oh, that's the girl from Landman. What's her name? Randolph, right? I think it is. Yeah, it's the girl from Landman. Okay. So we got 4.7. I think it went up a little bit, but it's still 39. Yikes. It's not that Scream 7 is bad. Scream movie, there are no bad Scream movies yet. Well, I wouldn't say that. Even the worst one is kind of all right. And this is the worst one. Really? Okay. I did this like a few years ago. I don't think I have the video up anymore because reasons. Some people. The thing with what was it with it was the actors from Scream, the main actors from the last two Scream movies. It was Jenna Ortega and the other one, I forgot what her name was. They dipped because they did not like the political views that were going on with what was it? It was the Palestine and Israel thing going down. And they didn't like those the viewship of that, two of them. And they were, I guess, pro-Palestine. I don't remember what it was. Something like that. And they dipped because they didn't like that and they wanted to push their message, blah, blah, blah. And they dipped and they literally just fired them both. Which, again, I think these movies, you don't really have to bring out your political message. It's a Scream movie, first of all. And it was kind of dumb in their side, too. But I also understand a little bit of their side, too. But being political at this moment is not the best idea. People are just sick and tired of politics in general. I am myself. But that's why they dipped. So the story did not continue. So they're saying, oh, we had to think of a story real quick. Let's get the OG director back from Scream. Let's get all the people back from the OGs. Let's try to do some nostalgia bait, I guess. But we'll see how it works. I don't know. Maybe it is a shitty movie. Maybe it is shit. But then again, there are people here boycotting this movie because of, you know what, reasons. Political reasons for it. So, again, I really don't care. I just want to watch the movie as is, and then I'll tell you if I like it or not, you know, kind of deal. Now, this movie, I don't think is as worse as 5. 5 was really bad. I really disliked 5. I really did. I didn't like what they were doing with 5. I really don't. So, I don't know. So, we'll see. But yeah, there's a lot of backlash for this. Mixed reviews right now at the moment. I will check this out myself, and I'll put it on Critic List. If you're not following me on Critic List, definitely check me out on Critic List, because I will be putting a review of this movie when I can watch it. So, I don't know if I will watch it in a movie theater or I'll watch it later down the line online or something. We'll see. So, yeah, there you go. For Scream, But you know what else is Scream? The Wayans Brothers. We're going to start with that, actually. This was my main topic, but we're going to put it in this, too. So, this article came by Geeks and Gamers, and it says Marlon Wayans says White Chicks 2 is coming on one condition. White Chicks is actually a funny movie, dude. I've watched it so many times too. It's so funny and dumb. I love it. And I was like, this movie cannot be made today. And I always said that. And now I'm like, actually it can be now. Now we can actually make this happen and see all these people online that are upset and sensitive and spurging out because of it. Now we can do it. Because that time is done. This time is done. Now we're going back to the comedies, the rated R comedies that were actually just dumb fun. Like, there was some dumb humor, slapstick comedy in there. You know, just dumb shit that people are just like, oh shit, it used to be like this. Comedy used to be like this. And now we got toned down and there's no comedies. Like, there's no comedies anymore. Nothing's funny no more. Everything has to be serious. So, that's great. I love seeing this. So, let's read into this. And this is also matches up with Scary Movie 6. The Wayans Brothers are back, and sequels to all their old comedies, including White Chicks 2, are on the table. Well, that's the hope, anyway. But it depends on how well their upcoming movie does. In 2000s, the Wayans Brothers, or some of the members of the family of comedians, made Scary Movie, a spoof of slasher films, particularly Scream, which had recently reutilized the horror subgenre. Amusingly, Scary Movie was made by Dimension, which has also produced Scream, and Keegan Ivory Wayans directed the film. Okay, so this is the original. Okay, with Sean and Marlon Wayne writing the script, with Buddy Johnson, who collaborated with them on their show, The Wayans Bros, and playing two of the major characters. A year later, the team made Scary Movie 2, shifting their aim to haunted house movies and bringing back much of the cast. I remember they had I think it was Marlon Wayne. They had one, it was called some sort of house thing. They had 2 parts for that. Yeah, it was all right, but it wasn't as good as Scary Movie. For some reason, Scary Movie was funnier in some instances. I forgot what that movie was called. Something, The Haunted House or something. I don't know. But it wasn't as good as the original, like, Scary Movies. I don't know. Something special with this one because it was just a parody. It's the slapstick, crazy, dumb humor, but it's just random shit. And it's just like quick little like bits of laughter here and there, just random stuff that happens. And it's like things that are happening in real time too. So it's just quick, funny, but to the point where it's like, oh my God, I can't believe they said that. That's so good. And you're laughing your ass off. That's why like Scary Movie was so good. Like, especially 1 and 2. 1 is probably my favorite. 2 is also pretty good. I'm still okay with 3 at some parts, and 4. After that, with 5, I did not like it. It was going really bad. Even 4 was kind of mid. Like, it wasn't that good. But it was still kind of funny at moments. So, after the Wayans Brothers left the franchise over a pay dispute, and David Zucker of the Zucker Brothers and writer Pat Proft, the team behind Spoofs, Airplane, and The Naked Gun, took over the series, shifted its tone from hard R to a much more restrained PG-13. And while it's not 2 films were successful, the series petered out with Scary Movie 5. However, in 2024, Marlon Wayne announced that the Wayans brothers were reuniting to make Scary Movie 6, although Kenneth Ivory Wayans won't be directing this one, which is scheduled to arrive in theaters on June 12, 2026. So, there you go. He tweeted out, there's Ghostface. We're back after nearly 20 years. The Wayans brothers are finally going to give the fans what they've been asking for, a return to Scary Movie franchise. We're looking forward to have fun on the big screen again, which is true. Again, with the derp face, the what's up, everyone knows that. I've seen, so Scream 7 came out. And at the premiere of Scream 7, they actually showed a trailer for the upcoming Scary Movie 6. And it's been leaked online. I'm not going to show it. Obviously, I can talk about it, I feel like, but I don't think I can show it. Until it actually comes out, I can show it. The trailer. We're back. We're actually back, guys. I saw just a snippet of the comedy and what's going on, guys. We're so back. This is absolutely, like, I literally was eating my breakfast and I spit my food out. Like, I was like, I can't believe they just said that. I can't believe they just said that. The stuff we've been talking about for years, how dumb things are on social media and how things are so are so manipulated here and there, and like the dumb shit they make fun of every side. Everyone's getting made fun of. I'm like, this is what we're talking about. This is what I want South Park to do, but South Park went soft, and I'm like, Scary Movie's doing what I wanted. Everyone's getting it. It's so good. It's so good. I couldn't believe what I watched. I'm like, I'm ready down to watch this movie straight up. I can't wait. Now, I did, like I said, the guy who did Airplane, Naked Gun, Scary Movie 3 and 4 were okay. It was all right. But for some reason, 1 and 2 hit harder. I think it was just better. Maybe because, I don't know, maybe because that's what started Scary Movie, the parodies of these. And what they're doing with this new one, they're going back and getting all the actors from the first movie kind of deal. So Ghostface is literally back again. It's the same voice too. What's up, shorty? What's up? Run, bitch, run! They're all that. It's all back there. They have all those funny moments in there. I saw the leak. I saw the leaked trailer. It will be probably up soon. Maybe this weekend, maybe next week they'll post it up. But it was really good. Okay, let's continue. The Scary Movie 6 won't just be potentially revelization of the R-rated comedy for a comedy in general, really, but the return of Wayans Brothers as a creative brand. Marlon Wayne recently appeared on the podcast Rap Attack and said that if Scary Movie 6 is successful, the Wayans Brothers will be back real hard. Next, White Chicks 2 and Don't Be a Menace 2. Holy shit, that would be crazy. We're gonna dig in the crats and bring back some hits. Fuck yeah, dude. Naked Gun with Liam Neeson, they were trying to bring that comedy back, but it didn't hit as hard. I don't know what, it just didn't hit. This might be the return of R-rated comedies. We're going to return to the comedies that we watched in those early 2000s, where they're raunchy, but they actually have dumb moments in there where they actually you have to think about it and you just laugh like, oh shit, I can't believe they did that, kind of thing. Because we need those again. We need those style. And this is what he said on, here's Marlon Wayne talking about it.
When y'all see this movie, y'all be like, that's it. That's the one. That's what we needed. Y'all belly will be full. And you'll be waiting, want more. And so if Scary Movie does well, like we hope it does, then we'll be back real hard next White Chicks 2 and Don't Be a Menace 2.
Ooh.
And we're going
Don't
to dig in the crates. Yeah, we're gonna dig in the crates and bring back some hits. So we know how. I can't wait. When y'all see this movie, I'm like,
That's crazy. Little Man. Oh my gosh, dude. Little Man was so good too. Oh my gosh, dude. These movies, you can go back and rewatch them again and again, and you just find always new things about the movie, and they're classics. They're like, you can just go back and rewatch these movies with the Wayans brothers, and they're just so good. They hit so good. I don't know about this one. We'll see. But he's like, that's the one. Your bellies will be laughing hard. You're going to have a good time. We're going back and we're hitting hard with the comedy. So this is really good to see. White Chicks, the comedy from 2004, featured Sean and Marlon Wayans as a pair of FBI agents who disguise themselves into, yeah, we know the story of White Chicks. Definitely check out White Chicks. A spoof of, what is this? So, don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. That one's so good. I can't believe they're bringing that one back too. Holy shit. Actual title, that's the actual title, was a spoof of gangland drama like Boys in the Hood and Menace to Society. These comedies, along with the first two Scary Movie films, were made for relatively modest budgets and earned good profits. For example, Don't Be a Menace only made $20 million, but it cost $3 million. Scary Movie 6 doesn't have a reported budget yet, but it's in the line with Wayans Brothers' early movies. Oh, okay. So it's not going to be a high budget movie. That's good, because if it flops, they still get their monies back, because Scary Movie. They hear Wayans Brothers are back. They're writing it, doing it. They're in the movie. They're bringing back everyone else. So if it fails, it doesn't matter, because they get their monies back, because it's going to do good. The notion of keeping costs low could be another principle they're bringing back to Hollywood. That's good. Same with Scream 7. It's a low budget movie. If it doesn't do that well, it's still going to get its money back, because it's a low budget movie. Scream 7 looks like, it looks like an independent kind of movie, kind of deal, with a really good cinematography. That's it. In the same Rap Attack interview, Marlon Wayans said that the first Scary Movie 6 trailer will premiere from Scream 7, which I did see, which arrives in theaters this weekend, blah, blah, blah. So it won't be long before audiences get a glimpse of what the Wayans brothers have to store for them. Oh, yeah. It's going to be a good one, dude. It's going to be a good one for sure. I'm telling you. It's going to be a good one. So keep your eyes on that, guys. And I'm here for this. Let's bring back these comedies. They're not apologetic. They just do it as is, and it's funny as hell. It doesn't matter what the side of the aisle you are. It's just going to make you laugh. And if you get offended by this, fuck it. Let's just say fuck it, because this is the comedies we need back. Not being apologetic, just saying it how it is, just, not taking sides on anything, not pushing any messaging. It's just straight up, yo, bro, this is kind of retarded that's happening in the real world. Let's just make fun of it even more. That's what they're doing. It's great to see. It's great to see. And if it hits, which I think it did, because I saw the leak, and the leak of the trailer, people were laughing in the theater. They were laughing their ass off. They're like, holy shit, no way, dude. It's like, we're back, boys. We're back. Let's go. I'm actually really excited for it. I'm happy for that. I'm really, like, people are saying, oh, you always talk about negative stuff on this channel. It's always negative stuff. Dude, no, I'm actually, like, there's positive stuff on this channel too. And sometimes it's not even negative, it's just informative. And then I put my own spin where I put my own opinion on it, and what can change and what could, be altered, and what could be made better, because we just want better entertainment, to be honest. That's my whole goal is to just have better entertainment, better stories, better, you know, things to have than a lot of crap that is out there now. Which I'm not saying everything's crap. There's some good things out there that are pretty decent, you know, that are hidden gems. And I'll be like, yeah, I need to promote these. These are awesome. That's why I like to promote a lot of indie games and like indie movies out there and fan film movies. Some of them are really good. But yeah, that's one of the things. Let's get to another topic then. I gotta find a bunch of these here, bro. There's so much. There's so much. Breaking, guys. We're gonna be watching this. I haven't watched this myself. We're gonna watch this, guys. So, Pokemon had their Direct. And this was the big point I've seen online. Everyone's talking about. It just happened. Pokemon Winds and Waves trailer has launched. So we're going to be checking this out. I haven't seen this yet. So let's see what we got. If you guys don't know, this is the 10th gen Pokemon. So this is brand new Pokemon. Brand new Pokemon's in there. Everything, the brand new story, everything. This is brand new. And only on Switch 2, it seems. Let's see. Is it all the Pokemon games? No, it's just Pikachu. There you go, Pikachu. Announcing Gen 10? Game Freak. Let's see if it's similar. Oh shit, the OG Pokemon. Oh, throwback. Almost looks like Pow World. Hey, yo. I feel like the environments and stuff look really good. I don't know about the Pokemon and the character design. Some of them are just still meh. Like the shadowing, the graphics look really good. And then you have cartoony. Like, look at the difference. Like, yeah, this is partially cartoony, but it looks more realistic, like the environment with the trees and the bushes, than the Pokemon and the person, the player you're going to play. The trainer. These are the new 3 Pokemon you pick. So we got a bird, a lion, and a frog again? Bruh. Pumbone? Pabone? Pumbone? It's like a dog? Geckoia? So this is a gecko? So we're doing tropical theme again. Wasn't the last one a Scarlet and Violet tropical too? Or maybe I'm missing something. We're doing tropical again. Oh shit, underwater. That's interesting. Winds. Waves. We're done with... We're done coming in 2027. There you go. Global release in 2027. Next year. I think it's the 30th anniversary, and this is what they announce. Okay. We moved away from colors and stones and letters. Now we're just doing elements. Or we also had shield and sword. But now we're doing element stuff, winds and wave. So water and air. This should just be called water and air. Okay. There's something at that? Just a storm. Okay. Yeah, so that's your Pokemon. Gen 10, guys. I think it's Gen 10. Yeah, you know, I will check on this game. It doesn't make me still want to get a Switch 2. I really don't care about it that much. I'm still not getting a Switch 2 for this. Now, if you're a Pokemon fan, you're probably going to eat it up. Trust me, like, they're going to eat it up. But I would hold on that. I would hold on the pre-orders. I would hold on anything. I would watch content creators you like to watch to see about what this game will be like, because I wouldn't trust a lot of these shill companies shilling for it because it's Pokemon. Like, people, you know, I don't know. I feel like this is only for Pokemon fans. It's like not like if normies want to start with this Pokemon, I don't know. I don't know. That's the thing. Like, I grew up playing the first gen on the Game Boy, you know? And then I dabbled in some Pokemon, and I feel like the evolution, literally the evolution of this series hasn't really changed enough where it doesn't feel fresh. It just feels like more and more. I don't know. But this one might change. This might change my mind. Who knows? Because they've actually did graphically changes here. Will it still have the regular RPG elements to it? Probably. Or are they doing more like ZA does now with the new one style combat? I don't know. Or will it be like Arceus? I think it's Arceus, that one, or that style. I don't know. We'll see. But it seems like it might be open world. I don't know. It looks like it to be. I don't know. Maybe I'm just growing out of Pokemon, to be honest. Maybe I'm just really don't care. And you started with all this Pikachu things in the beginning. Like, skip all the Pikachu shit and just give me purely, show me this world. That part was okay. I like that part. I want to see more gameplay. I want to see how it plays. But the Pikachu shit, yo, I don't give a shit about Pikachu that much, to be honest. Pikachu's all right, but, like, can we just pass through these Pikachu? Yes, we see Pikachu. First thing comes up, Pokemon. Okay, yeah, but, like, can we not? Literally, it's a Pokemon Direct. We know there's going to be Pikachu. Like, just stop. Just stop with the Pikachu. I don't know. I'm just sick and tired of seeing Pikachu. That electric rat. But yeah, you got those 3 Pokemon, and it's coming out in 2027. So there you go, guys. 10th generation. The 10th generation is here. Yeah. Yeah, that's something, all right. That's something. You know what's crazy, though? Check this out. Real quick. This is crazy. This is what Pirate Nation. DEI Manager Simulator launches March 13, 2026 on Steam. It is a short sensical simulation game where you play as the head of diversity, equity, and inclusion at a falling video game studio. That's insane, dude. What the fuck? Holy shit.
Holy shit.
That's crazy, dude. That's actually DEI Manager Simulator. That's crazy. Yo, people are going to be reading so hard for this. The new Wolverine game is already DEI Simulator. Yikes. This can't be real. Install wishlist. Dude, that's so funny. Merit hire, DEA hire. Well, put a chicken in, make it lame and gay. That's so funny. That's so crazy, dude. Like, I can't believe this is real. There's a simulator for every game. I saw one, like, recently. It was like some sort of cooking game or whatever. Maybe it was Wife Simulator. I don't even know what it was. I was like, hey, yo, there's a simulator game for everything. I thought that was pretty funny, though. DEI Simulator. There you go. What the fuck, dude? That's crazy. That's crazy. This is also crazy, guys. Check this out. I don't know if you've seen this. You know, Valve, Steam won a court case with Rothschilds or whatever in the UK or whatever. And then they got another one now coming up their sleeves, which is retarded because they're not doing what, like, it's just, everyone's trying to hurt on Valve and Steam because they're a private company and they're not public, and they're always getting shit on by everyone else because everyone's just jealous of it because Steam's winning by doing nothing. They're literally just selling games and making Steam decks, and sometimes when they feel like, they'll make a game. You know, they're just winning. They have the trust of most, I'm saying most because there are some people that don't like Steam, most of the gamers. So, but this just came out. Again, this is also pretty dumb. New York Attorney General Latia James sues Valve, allegedly that loot boxes in games like Counter-Strike 2, Team Fortress 2, and Dota 2 constitute as gambling. The suit claims that system targets children, promotes addiction, and has generated billions of Valve through random paid openings and can yield viable items sold for real money. Bruh. Where is my bruh? This is a nothing burger. Valve's gonna win this. This is a nothing burger, dude. This is so dumb. So stupid. Where is it? This is so dumb because doesn't every game do this? This has been a thing like 10 years. I remember people talking about microtransactions and gambling 10 years ago. Where have you been to the party? Welcome to the party. EA has been doing it. Ubisoft has been doing it. Epic Games has been doing it. Dude, every game has been doing this. There has been some instances, yes, even Asian companies do it. The East does it. This is a thing. This is a thing, yes. Where have you been? That's the question. And it's always about the kids, guys. Always about the kids' safety. No, it's not. It's never about the kids. It's about control. That's all it is. It's about control. We want to control and manipulate what you're doing because you're not doing the process that we do it supposed to do. You're doing it the more ethnic way and how realistic it is, but you have to go through our process because that's not how we do it since you're private. You know? And they're just jealous of Valve, and they're trying to take them down. They're trying to take down Valve and Steam down because it's winning. It's winning by doing nothing. And these people are jealous, and they're trying to claim all this and that when there's nothing there. Dude, how is this? How you already lost this argument by putting these games that are all rated M+, not made for kids, and you're already losing the argument here. These are already 18+ games or 17+ games. What are you talking about? This is not meant for kids. None of these games are meant for kids. So you're talking about full-grown men or women playing these games. And they have their own decision if they want to spend or not spend. So there's nothing here. This is a nothing burger. Again, Gabe will win again. Pretty much. There's nothing here, guys. Nothing here. So this is, again, dumb. Again, this is the industry as well as just companies being greedy and being selfish and want to take down the other competition. They want to be a monopoly in some way. It's stupid. And then you see Epic Games like CEO, oh, we want Steam to fail, but we don't want them to fail because it makes us look better or whatever. It's just bullshit. You want them to fail because you want Epic Games. Everyone goes to Epic Games. No one goes on Epic Games. Everyone first goes on Steam. Maybe Epic Games only for Fortnite, Fall Guys or Rocket League, because that's the only way you can get them now. You can't get them on Steam. But if it was on Steam, I'd still go on Steam to play Fortnite or any of those games. Just saying. So what are we doing here? It's like, it's absolutely absurd, and Valve's going to win this. Steam's going to win this. There's no question about this case. No question about it at all. All right. Let's get to this next one here. Let's see. Oh, this one was really important. This is really good news, guys. Good news. For all you people that say, oh, you only have bad news. Good news. Actually good news. The chuds, or not the chuds, the common sense critical thinkers have won the battle, but haven't won the war yet. Here we go, guys. Pirate Nation, due to the massive wave of backlash, Discord is postponing its global age verification until the second half of 2026. Ooh, the pushback worked, boys. Pushback worked. Telling you. People are leaving, unsubscribing from Nitro. It's working. This gives time to add more verification methods like credit card option being discussed and improve transparency. Some teen safety defaults like strict settings for under 18 estimates are still rolling out in phases. They are also planning better features such as improved spoiler channels for handling mature and hidden content. And there you go, guys. Keep fighting. It's working. They are just baiting you to buy Nitro again. Exactly. Just don't. Don't get Nitro still. Still don't. Age verification and the likes need to be canceled completely. Agreed. Say no to digital ID. It won't work. The damage is done. The trust is gone. True. So this is also telling that we're changing. We're trying to do different. Don't let them. Still unsubscribe from Nitro. That's definitely a given. It's easy. And you can also, if you want, I'm not doing this yet. I was thinking about I need to find an alternative for Discord, but I don't know if I will change. I'll have my Discord up just in case. But if you can uninstall Discord and, delete your account. I wouldn't do that yet, guys. I wouldn't do that at all. I would just put it in the background. But definitely cancel. If I were you, I would cancel Nitro subscription. I would do that. If you want to push back against this ID verification with the face recognition thing and everything else, I would do that. It's your choice though, but I would do that because that's the way you can push back, because that actually hurts their wallets. That actually hurts their wallets. They will have to not bend the knee to any of these other companies and these regulations, and they're going to have to actually think, or their company is going to go under. I'm telling you, that's the way to do it, is by speaking with your wallet. I've been saying this so long. This is how you make a change. It's not by protesting, going out there and do this and that. You literally just don't contribute to any of the things that they're telling you. You just stop. That's what I think, because that's how you can make change if you like. If you don't like something, just don't buy it. If you feel like you're getting praised on, or you're getting talked on and do this and you don't want to, and you don't like what's going, then just don't buy it. You know, they always say that. If you don't like my product, then don't buy it. Okay, then don't buy it. So that's the pushback. There you go. I'm not telling you how to do it. I'm just saying you that's how it works. That's how you want to do things. That's how you do them, you know? I think that's probably the most simple way than wasting your energy and time going outside and protesting and stuff like that. Like, I don't think that's the way. I think it's mostly kind of like a boycott, but not really. It's more of just like people just realizing that this is fake. This is some bullshit. Everyone smells the bullshit. And everyone just says, yeah, I'm doing that. Fuck it. I'm going to unsubscribe. Literally everyone unsubscribes and they're fucked. Yep, that's pretty much it. So that's some good news, guys. The pushback did work on Discord. And love to hear it. Love to hear that. That's some good stuff there too. But Twitch is the opposite. Twitch is like, we're going to be double. We're going to do this. We're going to do it better than Discord because they're not doing it well. Twitch now requires some new affiliates to verify their identity through Persona before receiving their first payout. When Persona already got hacked, and it just exposed them even more. So it's not working out. Users report needing to submit a government-issued photo ID along with selfie with no alternative verification method offered, according to Twitch support. So, yeah, you're going to need to do that with Twitch. This is why I left Twitch a while ago, guys. I only use Twitch because there's a couple of people I still follow. You know, I talk in the chat or whatever. Or, what's the other thing? Or if I get like actual like Twitch drops here and there in games, I like, you know, stuff like that, like little goodies. But besides that, I do not look at Twitch anymore. Like, I barely go on Twitch. Twitch is just a cesspool of weird shit now. It's like, it's not what it used to be. It's not what it used to be. It's completely trash. So that's just me though. It's just trash. Well, a lot of places are pretty trash, to be honest. It's just, or not trash, but not it's incompetent. A lot of these platforms are incompetent, I would say. Not trash, but I think Twitch, I will actually say, is trash. But that's just me. That's just me, though. So, yeah. Twitch is like, nope, we're doing that all the way. We're doing that all the way. So, yeah. But yeah, we also got Pokemon. More Pokemon, guys. So if you liked what you see with Gen 10, you can go back and play the OG. But the one that was actually sort of like a remake that was actually good for the Game Boy Advance. So Pokemon Fire Red, Fire and Leaf Green are 40 MB each on Switch. So you can play this on Switch 2 and Switch 1. But it's not with the Nintendo Online subscription, which is weird. I thought this would be on it. But you would actually have to buy it. So it's $20 each. Oh, wait. I think it was only $20 for one. And they give you two together. But maybe this is each? Okay. Can you use emulator for free? Obviously, yeah. You could use emulators if you like. True. But yeah, yeah, so that's cool. So if you are into that and you like those Pokemon, which I don't know, I might check it out. I might check it out and see what's up. But yeah, awesome choice for Pokemon fans. More choices. That's pretty good. We got some bad news here, go. We got some bad news here. Let me try to find it. Okay, we got some bad news real quick. Mouse PI for Hire release delayed until April. No! What happened?
No!
Actually, it's fine. It's fine. I'll be playing Resident Evil at the moment anyways. I don't have time to play other games at the moment, so actually I will have time for other games. I just want to I'm focused on Resident Evil Requiem right now. But Mouse PI for Hire release date delayed until April. It's unfortunate, but the important update has been shared from the team behind Mouse PI. Is upcoming narrative-driven, blah, blah, blah. In mini behind the scenes, okay. We want to know what happened. The pushback. The game is slated for March 19 release date. However, developer Fumi Games and publisher PlaySide have issued a joint statement saying that the game will now be released on April 16th. The reason given for the delay is simply a request for extra time to ensure the game's quality. Okay, it's only a month difference, so it's not too bad, okay? It's not too bad. I can be okay with this. You know, I'll wait for it. If they push it again, now that's going to be kind of annoying. It's been pushed so much, it needs to come out. As we approach the final stages of development, we want to ensure that we are taking the extra time and care needed to make Mouse PI for Hire an experience to remember. And it will be, because it's so different, it's so unique, that it really just needs to just come out and be a banger. And I think it will be. I put it in my top 10 most anticipated games of this year. It's in there. It's probably, I think it's number 2 or something. But it's definitely up there. It's so unique and different, and it looks fun. It's that boomer shooter, like Doom game style, investigation. It just looks super unique. It looks fun. And they're using the what's his name? Steamboat Willie graphically, like that black and white style that Disney stopped doing. They're using that style for this. So yeah, it looks cool. It looks awesome, and it's one of my most anticipated games for sure. So I am going to be checking that out when it comes out. So delay on that, but it's just a minor delay. It's not too bad. Not too bad, guys. Not too bad. Not too bad. Not too bad. But there's also more stuff here. If you guys were excited for a Final Fantasy VII re-release on Steam, and I think GOG, like I said, I posted it everywhere. I talked about this. I said, you never know what they're going to change or what problems they're going to have with this new Final Fantasy VII OG again thing. And I was kind of right, because Final Fantasy VII re-release launches to mostly negative reviews on Steam, not including the mods are bugged. So if you still have it on Steam, just keep it, leave it, and that's what you're going with, because the modding community for it is fantastic. If you wanted a remaster of Final Fantasy VII, the modders will do it for you. It's insane. So the original Final Fantasy VII has re-released on Steam, and it doesn't seem to be faring well with players due to some issues, as reviews are dropped to mostly negative. For those unaware, Square Enix announced last month that Final Fantasy VII will be re-released on Steam. Today, the new version has arrived with some brand new features. However, these seem to be causing many gameplay issues, which are improving the experience at launch. Original Final Fantasy VII re-release on Steam seemingly riddled with issues. To understand the problem, players will first have to know the new features that have arrived with the original Final Fantasy VII re-release. Players have received 3x speed, so it's faster. 3x speed mode, which this is pretty much the console version of it. They just updated it. It's the console version. I don't think stuff are censored by any chance or anything. So that's what I said. I mean, I'm kind of right, but kind of wrong at the same time. So they didn't like screw it up that much, but they did mess up the thing where I guess the coding for it and everything is all fucked. So they fucked it up, which allows them to battle, travel, and participate in select events at 3 times the speed. There's also an option to turn off random battle encounters, a battle enhancement mode that allows players to recover HP and MP during battles, max out their limit gauge, and autosave feature. So the autosave feature is nice. 3 speed is nice, but it's, yeah. The battle, turn off random battles is like, how are you going to level up if you turn it off? Maybe if you're doing some story quests and you just want to do the story and you don't want to get sidetracked with all the enemies coming at you, randomly, that could be the thing that's like, oh yeah, that's cool kind of thing. Or you're actually trying to get leveled up faster, These are kind of nice. What is this? Allows players to recover HP and MP during battles. That sounds like easy mode, but I don't know. That could be it. Spotted by the majority of complaints seem to be with gamers' new speed up feature, where players highlighting issues like combat speed to completely broken. The first frames per second limit has been increased from 15 to 30, doubling the speed of fights and actions, but without adapting the animations to the actions. Desyncs with the audio, and more. Some others have mentioned issues with overlays, textures, and screen tearing. Oh, yikes. However, some reviewers have pointed out that the Square Enix was prompt in releasing a patch the same day to fix the combat speed issue. But will this be enough to get the review rating back up? No, probably not. Probably not. So, like I said, you can't get this anymore. The GOG version, they launched Final Fantasy VII, the OG on GOG. It's this version, the new one. So that was the only way you can get it. It was limited time. You cannot get it anymore. Luckily, I still have it. It's called Final Fantasy VII 2013 version. And it sucks. It sucks. You cannot get it. The only way you can play this, if you emulate it or you get an OG PlayStation 1 version now. So good luck to everyone for that. Hopefully the mods will work, but that's the worst part. The mods probably don't work on that. But there's more in that too, because I got to bring up the modding problem here. I got to find it first. Let me see here. So yeah, the features were pretty decent. They're not bad, but the modders did it better. Just hire the modders. Like here. This is posted by the people who made like 7 Heaven and different mods. The Suna mods. These people are really good at what they do. These are really good. They're passionate and they love the project. You can tell. They've done one for 7, 8, and 9, I think. But yeah, you know what? I'm taking our shot in the dark here. Square Enix, at Square Enix, hire us. I'm not joking. Our content info is in our bio. We have programmers, musicians, 3D artists, 2D artists, upscale engineers, and we help keep your older games alive. People trust us. Let us help you. And I couldn't say it myself. I trust this company way more than Square Enix doing their own thing. I'm telling you, these guys are pros. These guys are great. But Square Enix won't. Who knows? Maybe they will. Maybe they'll look at this. Who knows? I just know they're gonna send you a lawsuit. That sucks. For what exactly? Asking them to work with us? True. Make sure to stay independent. 100%. No sellouts in our team, no matter what happens. Hell yeah, dude. These guys are great. Why would they hire you? You do all the work for free already. Don't tell them that. That's true. That's true. I promise if some miracle it was to happen, we stay true to what got us there in the first place. Yeah, so these are passionate people that are passionate about the content and want it to be the same, but altering it as a remaster, like everything's put the same, nothing's taken out, nothing's censored, everything's the same, just upscaled and look better for today's standards. That's what it would be. You have voice acting in it. You have all this. It would be insane. It would be insane. But Square Enix doesn't. Instead, they just get a lazy port of a console version of it and put it on there. It's like, and it's broken too from the start. Like, what the hell are we doing? Like, Square, come on. Come on. I know you guys love Final Fantasy VII and you want it to succeed and everything, and you need it right now, but that's not the way to do it. Come on. Come on. So what else we got here? We have a lot of things here. Quick one here again. This is again by Pirate Nation. Another one here by him. Square Enix has named PC the lead platform for Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3. Hell yeah. I'm telling you, I don't care if this game's going to suck or not, which I think it might. Who knows? We'll see when it comes out. You know, I don't hate the games, the remakes, but I don't like them either. I'm kind of in between because the story sucks, but the characters look cool. And then, you know, gameplay's pretty good. Worlds look nice. Like it just looks really good. It's just fucking the story so dumb. It's fanfic bullshit. I don't like it, but whatever. Director Nakoya Hamaguchi, we create 3D assets at the highest quality level based on PC as the foundation, targeting high-end environments first before downgrading for consoles. Our philosophy will not change for the third installment. Yes, that's why, since it's still Unreal Engine 4 and its updated version, that's why it runs pretty good. I never had problems. Even though my PC is an older build now, I never had problems really with the remakes yet. If I'm correct, I didn't have. I might have maybe here and there in the beginning when it launched on PC, but they fixed it. They patched it up. It's much better than Unreal Engine 5 for sure, because they're working with Unreal Engine 4 still. So it still looks good. Still's fine, you know. And I like it that they're moving to like PC and how they can, you know, find out the right components and requirements and all that before just starting on console. And that's where it has to be. They said their PC's their priority. Even Capcom said this now. PC is their most sold platform they have, Capcom. And they're going to be focusing hard on the PC now because they understand that their audience on PC is bigger now than what they were on consoles, you know, years ago. Square is doing the same with these Final Fantasy games. They're like, oh, our PC market is big. People would want this. And this game is going to come out, I think, not exclusive on PS5 anymore. It's going to be coming out on multiple platforms now at once. So, yeah, they're finishing the story of these remakes, or not a remake, reimagining, these reimaginings all together in all the consoles and PC. So that's good. I like to hear that because it used to be console first, PC later. Now it's PC first, console later. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's good because PC players always get the shittiest ports. They always get the worst things happen to them. When you should be looking at your PC community because the PC community is big. It's getting bigger every day. Consoles are becoming the dinosaur. No, consoles are not going to ever die out, but the consoles are starting to sway away, and it's more the PC market. But yeah. Okay, what else we got here? A lot of Xbox, a lot of Resident Evil. I think let's talk about real quick with Saints Row. We'll talk about this real quick. So Saints Row, one director believes franchise is dead. Yeah. The last one bombed so hard, it like destroyed the IP. So, yeah, Chris Stuckman, the designer director at the first Saints Row, has provided an update and this turned for series fans. The last we heard of Saints Row, Stuckman said he had been for a prequel in the series. At the time, he said that his dreams were a little closer to coming true. However, his latest update, it seems to believe that the franchise as a whole is a thing of the past. So there you go. This used to be a franchise, didn't take itself too seriously. With 1 and 2 were more serious, but it was very grounded. It's until 3 and 4 came. I think it started getting a little bit crazy. And I saw GTA try to copy that a bit in 5. Usually with multiplayer, but still, it was trying to copy that. And I was like, GTA shouldn't be like that. GTA can be action-packed and, crazy at some points, but I think it should be still grounded, like GTA 4 was. I liked that one because it was grounded, it was gritty, it was realistic a little bit. There had some interesting things that were a little bit kooky, crazy, but it felt more grounded. San Andreas was grounded. There was parts that was crazy too in that. But GTA 5 went up crazy, that number. And it was just felt very Saints Row-y in some areas. And I was like, Saints Row should be its own thing. It should never be like Grand Theft Auto. Never. But it feels like Embracer has no ability to do anything with the Saints Row. So he wants to do another Saints Row, but Embracer does not want to do it. That's pretty much the whole story of this one. So, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with this IP with Saints Row, but, I liked Saints Row 1 and 2, a little bit outdated, but I would say it's still a good game. It's still playable. You can still play it and everything. It's fine. Now, I think what Embracer is going to do, since this one wrecked the reboot, they're just going to do remakes of 1, 2, they're just going to remake all the games until maybe they get enough people that want these games to do actually a proper sequel. That could happen. That could actually happen, but we will see. But right now, they don't know what to do with this IP with Saints Row. So that's the pretty much gist of that. Okay. There's a lot here about Xbox. Oh, here we go, guys. We got some cope. We got some cope going on here. Check this out. Sony could be backing away from releasing single-player titles on PC. Bruh.
Hey, yo, what the fuck? No!
That's not happening. Their top games they've had on PC made crazy money for them. They've got more money on PC ports of their games than they ever did on their consoles. That's probably, I don't know if that's a fact, but they've been making crazy money. Do you think that they would just stop making, well, they actually are stopped making single player. They are pushing these stupid ass multiplayer live service games that no one cares about. They were kings at making single player games, but not anymore. But you could still, have actually decent single player games, but who knows? But this is cope. And who's doing that? Who's saying this? Now, details from the insider revealed that Sony PlayStation might stop releasing single-player titles on PC. Multi-platform releases have become increasingly common in recent years, with Xbox participating more actively in the strategy when PlayStation. However, many PlayStation exclusives have also made their way to PC. It appears that this may change in the future, as the PlayStation seems to be learning toward maintaining more exclusive titles. Bullshit. In 2026, we still have console wars? No, we don't. Everything's multi-platform now. No one gives a shit about exclusivity. The only ones are Nintendo. And I think they're going to be also going into the PC market soon. I just have a feeling. I have a gut feeling they'll be eventually going there in the future. PlayStation's strategy could see live service games come to PC, while single-player exclusives don't. Bullshit. Again, this is cope. Who's saying this? During the latest episode of the Triple Click podcast, while Russia, Jason Schreier. Okay, so it's Jason Schreier talking about this. Discussed PlayStation seemingly considering stopping its single-player games from coming to PC. Schreier stated that he thinks the strategy for them is live service games are coming to PC, while he's getting the sense that they are backing away from putting their exclusive console stuff like traditional single-player stuff on PC. But Sony's not saying this. This is Jason Schreier saying this. Schreier mentioned that it would be surprising if Marvel's Wolverine never comes to PC. Bruh.
God. Oh my God.
Bruh.
No.
The cope is so real, dude. What are you talking about? This game will easily go on PC. It's going to sell more on PC. Dude, the mods for this game, they're going to fix Jean Grey's face and everything and actually look normal and everything. Because if you've seen the leaks, that doesn't look like Jean Grey. But it looks really weird. And Wolverine, they're going to give him cool costume designs and everything. Get the hell out of here with that bullshit. Even if it eventually does, players would likely understand that a PlayStation is necessary to play the games, at least for an identified future. He also expressed uncertainty about how successful the PC release have been. Dude. Let's talk about it's not the PC releases are the problem. That's why it's not selling enough. The game itself wasn't selling enough on PlayStation. Maybe the game was just trash. Maybe people didn't like the game. And that's why it's not selling enough on PC. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe the game just is not good. Not to the pars of many other Sony PlayStation games. Maybe that's it. They're already trying to get Ghost of Yotai on PC. You already know they're trying to do that. They need the sales. They need more copies. PlayStation itself is not successful enough to make more copies. So they're going to need the PC market. They know there is a huge PC market. Why are we console worshipping still in 2026? It's absolutely stupid. When asked why PlayStation wouldn't have a strategy that seems to put something back in the bottle, along with the potential consequences of such a move. Okay, this is just cope. This is straight up just cope. Yes, Wolverine will be coming to PC. It's a limited exclusive time thing, and then it'll come to PC like every other game does, besides Demon's Souls, which probably won't now because Bluepoint is gone. Someone else has to port it. I'm still waiting for my Medieval port from PS4. I like that game. Hate on me if you like. I don't care. I like that game. So there's games I like that some people don't like, but I would like that game to come out then. And the Nathan Drake collection, Uncharted. That would be sick on PC. So Yeah, just a bunch of cope again, guys. Nothing to say about that at all. There's more cope, though. We got Highguard. We haven't talked about Highguard in a while. Tencent pulled funding after Highguard rough launch. Yikes. 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 So yeah. New details have emerged regarding Highguard's downfall. They even say it now. They remember the shill media was saying, oh, this and that. Now they're straight up just saying Highguard's downfall. Bruh. They are so, what's the word? When YouTubers and people that do things, it's like Highguard is not what you think it is. And it's not as good, or it's cooked, or it's not doing well. I played the game. I did not like it. Like, stuff like that. And they like to say, well, it's because you're the chuds and everything. But when it's actually happening, you see, dude, there's pattern recognition. You see patterns. If you see this, that this game didn't resonate with most people online, then why are you going with this narrative that it's good? It's just the chud saying that it's not good. Like, stop lying to yourself. It's just be transparent that this game is not what we thought it was. It's not that good. Let's just be honest. It's not good. It's just, yeah. But no, they have to shill. They have to talk about it in a good perspective every time. It's like, can we just say it how it is? A new report notes that Tencent pulled the funding for the game, leading to mass layoffs at Wildlight Entertainment. While not confirmed, it is believed that the franchise or financing was contingent upon the game hitting certain metrics, such as strong retention rate. That's what I've been saying. People are like, oh my God, it's doing so well. They were looking at SteamDB. The charts were going up, all-time peak. They're popping champagnes, everything. I'm like, okay, but how long will it last? Do you have the attention span to keep it up, this live service game? Do you have it? And this is what Tencent literally dropped out when they saw, oh shit, actually, this is not going to be good. Such a strong retention rate. I've seen this, and we're going to talk about this because Marathon's going through the same thing. It's going to do the same thing. Now, is it going to flop as hard as Highguard? I don't think so. Marathon will, but I wouldn't surprise later down the line, maybe a couple of months later, it starts dwindling hard. Because the reports on it are very mixed at the moment. Some people are liking it, and some people are really not for it. So they're just bored of it. It's just meh, just boring. This new report from Bloomberg notes that fewer than 20 people remain at Wildlight Entertainment. The organization had announced a major restructuring in the wake of Highguard's rough launch. News of lack of funding came meeting on February 11th, only 2 weeks after the game was launched. There you go. So it's pretty much done. I'm going to check out SteamDB real quick. See how Highguard's doing. How is Highguard doing? Holy shit, dude. Only 381 people are in the game right now at this moment, and 24-hour peak 551. Yeah, this game is cooked. This game is cooked. Twitch viewers right now, 0. Yeah, this game has no let's see, max. Oh shit. This has no engagement. No one cares. This game is cooked. This game is absolutely cooked. This got the Concord treatment. With even the negative reviews it has, oh boy. Oh boy. There's no returning. There's no returning. They're going to have to write this off and close studio. Close it up. Pack it up, boys. We're closing this up. It's unfortunate, but that's what it is. That's the reality. The market spoke to it, and they said this is not what we like. This could have been redeemed, I think, if they did some sort of single player mode as well, or something. Maybe a PvE. I don't know. I don't know how you could redeem this. To be honest, the designs didn't look good. It didn't look intriguing. It's just more live service slop, as they say. So, yeah. Not surprised Tencent dipped, and they're like, yeah, this is not what we were spent our money on. This is not what we like. Yeah, let's get out before it gets worse. Let's get out before it's worse. Let's see how... Is there another one I saw about Highguard? Let me see. Let me see. Highguard. Here we go. Again. Here's more Pirate Nation. Fewer than 20 staff remain in Highguard studio. Tencent had also pulled its funding from the studio, reports Jason Schreier. Approximately 99.5% of players have dropped since the launch peak. By guard. Oh, shit, dude. By guard. Oh, shit.
Holy shit.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, High gone. Oh, my gosh. Oh my gosh. We gotta stop roasting, dude. They gotta stop roasting this. You know what? I kind of feel bad, but at the same time, I don't, because Tencent, you know. But a lot of people from Concord moved to this company as well, and they got also laid off. So I don't know. This game had nothing for it. Nothing. No story arc. Just straight up, here's these characters. Level them up, get these weapons, do this and that, just tasks. Nothing to actually get you invested in. And nothing. Not even even Overwatch has some story arcs and stuff, characters people like. There's not even characters you can goon to either. Remember, I saw people say there's no characters to even goon to. Like, there's no characters that look actually appealing in any way. You don't have to goon to them, but there's no appealing characters at all. So, if you want to goon, you can goon at your own time. But we're going to talk about that too, because there's some bullshit with that too. With Kotaku and Leon S. Kennedy. It's pretty cringe, but yeah. High guard, high gone, by guard. There you go. Damn. That was brutal. Oh, here's a quick one. I saw Kata post this. It was everyone else too. Oh, God, this looks like a bad fan film. This is the first glimpse of the God of War Amazon series, guys. I thought this was AI, but I was like, AI would probably do it better. This is real. This looks pretty bad. This looks pretty bad. And I saw other people also posting, like, at first when I saw this, I was like, is this AI? I couldn't believe this is real. And it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. Like, the actor's good who played Opie in Sons of Anarchy. I forgot what the actor's name is. But he looks like he didn't really... He would need to build... He would need to get more ripped and built for this. He just didn't look like it. It looks like old PS3 and Xbox 360 live-action commercials of the early 2010s. It really does. Those looked better. Yes, I guess it did look pretty good. Kato's actually speaking facts there about that one. Yeah, I don't know. What is this? It's a different version. Oh, no. They put Kato. Oh, no. He's small. Yeah, that's God of War Amazon series for you guys. First look. First image. Yeah. I don't know about that one, guys. I don't know about that one. They didn't look too good. Now in motion and like the acting could be good. It's just it didn't look like what you see in the video game. You know, like I know Henry Cavill said that like a passionate fan would look at this and they see it differently when they see The Witcher on live series or in the book or in the games. It just feels different for them. And this feels different too. It could be still good. I don't know. We'll see and find out. But we got Cope, though, for Marathon, guys. So Marathon, as well as, what is it called? Horizon Hunters and Gathering game will be free to play this weekend to check out if you like it or not. They're trying out the beta, you know, blasted servers. People are going in there, you know, probably problems with the servers here and there, but a lot of people are going in there. So there's already articles going like this, coping on it, that Arc Raiders viewer count hits new low as Marathon starts running. Dude, Arc Raiders is a 4-month-old game, and Marathon is a new game. You don't say why it's going up. Marathon's going up. The view count. You don't say. People want to see what this game is about, this Marathon game. Even though I've seen it, I don't care for it. It looks like an acid throw-up trip. I don't know. It just hurts my eyes. It hurts my eyes. I don't like the bright colors and everything. And I've seen other people posting, too, that they didn't like Marathon because of it's hurting their eyes. And all the shit glitching around, strobes, and it's just not good. It might have been inventable, but as Marathon server, this is insider gaming too, we're saying this. Server slams has commenced. Arc Raiders has taken a gut punch to terms of viewership at the time because people are saying Marathon is the new Arc Raiders killer. Get the fuck out of here with this. Arc Raiders will still be great. I'm telling you, Arc Raiders is still going to be great. And they're still working stuff on there. It's just, this is Cope, again, I'm telling you. Boosted more players than Marathon on Steam, at least. But viewership for Embark Studios' Extraction Adventure had hit an all-time low. On Twitch, the viewer count was floating at around 22,000, as Marathon has stated that that's the lowest Arc Raiders has been in terms of active engagement viewers since the game came out in October 2025. Bro, this is how it works. When the new fresh thing comes out, people are interested to see it. Doesn't mean they'll stick around for it and go back and play Arc Raiders, because they probably will. Extraction Titans. I've seen a little bit of this game. It's an extraction shooter. You know, there's PvP and PvE elements to it. And the proximity chat, I did not see a lot of people using it really. It wasn't like Arc Raiders where you find out who's who and who's not. It's more like who's on your team and who's going to betray you and stuff like that. It just felt like just deathmatch, like killing people. And maybe there's some other enemies in the background, PvE, like bots, AI. And then you just, it didn't feel, it just looked meh altogether. Look at these ratings, dude. This is Cope. This is Cope. But there's more Cope. Because they say this after. Marathon overtakes Arc Raiders in Steam top sellers ahead of release. Because it's free to play. This game is going to be $40. You're going to pay $40. We'll talk about it when it comes out for $40 and people will actually play it. Whew. I got to calm down. This is stupid. These are shilling real hard. This is some bad shilling though. Just over a week ahead of its release, Marathon's already climbing the Steam top seller charts, surpassing the likes of Arc Raiders. Bungie's now extraction shooter Marathon is all set to release on March 5th, 2025 or 2026, my bad. For all platforms. A week before the release, developers are hosting weekly players, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so They're just Insider Gaming is shilling real hard for this game. Let's be honest, that's what they're doing. They're shilling super hard for this game. And yeah. We got some stuff about it though. Look at this. There's other content creators thinking about it. I saw this is Ninja, but I saw Nick Merckx. He gave it like a C, and he said Arc Raiders is like an A, and the Marathon's like a C. So it's subpar. It's just not subpar, but it's like in the middle. It's a middle meh game. It's not bad. It's not good. It's just meh, which sometimes could be worse in some areas. But here's one by Pirate Nation posted. Ninja on Marathon after about 3 hours. I generally don't know if I'm having fun or not. Check this out. I don't like Ninja, but it is telling though that a lot of these big streamers are kind of like getting to the point where they're forcing themselves to play this. Maybe they have sponsors, but they just can't. They just are done with some of these games. They don't know what's going on. The UI is trash. Even Ninja was trying to look at the UI. It said this might be the worst UI I've ever played. Like all the perks and all the things you have to do, movement. UI was ass. It's like graphics, characters, everything about this game is just not quality. The only thing I hear that's actually pretty good is maybe the gunplay, but it doesn't have like recoil, and it's very straightforward. Kind of like some people say it's like inferior version of Destiny. If you're a Destiny player, you'd rather play Destiny than this, but it's kind of like that.
Yeah. Well done.
I genuinely don't know if I'm having fun or not.
At the beginning, the first couple lobbies, we felt unstoppable. Now it's slowed down a little bit, but to be fair, we did a lot of free kits.
I genuinely don't know if I'm having fun or not. Yeah, that's not a good sign, guys. That's not a good sign. You usually say this is good or this is bad, but yeah, it's not good. People are already saying Concord 3. I don't think it's going to be Concord 3 Marathon. I think it's going to be all right, but it's not going to be that impactful. I think it's at the moment, I think people are going to it's going to do pretty well, but it's going to lose its momentum I don't think it's going to be quick, but it's going to lose its momentum in a couple of months. Not like Highguard. Marathon devs have patched the censorship of Arc Raiders in the chat after clips of playing revealed that they lied. Which is not they lied. Because what happened was, in chat, they put like what other games they want to play. And Arc Raiders was censored. It doesn't matter how you put Arc Raiders, it got censored. You could put Fortnite, you could put Tarkov, you could put any other game, but Arc Raiders wasn't there. So interesting. And they patched it now, so now you can say Arc Raiders. But isn't that kind of coincidence that like they just Marathon's scared of Arc Raiders, straight up. They're scared. And that's not the reason to, take it away either. Like, why did you censor that? It's kind of fishy, And I also heard things about a marathon that, like, if you're playing on PC, the cursor was all messed up, and some people had to play with controllers because it was delayed. I don't know. There was a lot of problems with the game. Some streamers claim Marathon is censoring Arc Raiders in chat, which they just patched. Officially, developers quickly denied it with a screenshot. And then there's the thing, Marathon. There you go. So here's the chat. Fortnite. Escape from Tarkov. Arc Raiders. Boom. Can't say it. Arc Raiders. No. Arc Raider. No. Question mark? So there you go. So, yeah. They did that. And they said, oh, no, that's not happening. Yeah, it was happening. So. Marathon lied again. Bungie did. Not transparent again. So there was also server slams that happened with Arc Raiders. I'm looking into it. There was I don't know about the Horizon Gathering game. That is still being done, I guess. I don't know what's going to happen with that, but that's also happening. I forgot the Horizon game. I'm not expecting too much with that either. Let me see what else happened with this game before we go to an interesting game. Oh, here's other articles posting. No, it's not. And then they posted Kotaku, Arc Raiders is feeling the heat from Marathon. No, it's not. Hey, yo.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
What kind of heat? My thoughts on it, lol. That's crazy. So, what are we talking about here? I should actually check it out. Let's SteamDB it real quick. Let's see how Marathon's doing at the moment. Because all this Marathon and Arc Raiders competition going on, which is good. Sometimes competition's good. Let's see. Let's see. Marathon Server Slam. Here we go. So this is what's happening right now. 64,506 people are playing at the moment. Out of 143,000. So 143. So not too bad, but this is, again, free to play. So, you know, it's going to take time. This is the server slam thing. So, yeah. Let's see normal marathon. Does it have anything or no? No, it doesn't. The game hasn't come out. Okay, so we don't have that. Let's check out Arc Raiders. They already know what I'm going to look at. So this one has more at the moment. But it also all-time peak did better because this has been out for 4 months or such. It has better peak, and you have to pay, again, $40 for this game, too. So will this translate when it comes to actually paying your money up front for this game like Marathon? Because people that are playing Arc Raiders, I don't think they're going to go and pick up Marathon because that's what they want. As well as Marathon in the past, we know they've stolen art from real artists before and had to patch it and say they were sorry that that happened and blah, blah, blah. You know, Marathon looks like a modern audience first-person shooter slop. It straight up does. It just looks like seizure-inducing, acid trip. It looks like throw up. It doesn't look good. Arc Raiders, even though the characters, I have to give it to them, the characters don't look that good in Arc Raiders. The environments, the setting, everything looked kind of cool and interesting where I'm like, okay, I kind of dig this with the robotics and the creatures and all that, you know, the robot creatures and stuff going around in that world. It was cool looking. It's nice to look at compared to neon pink, highlighter green, and blue blood. That's like, what the heck are we doing? It's like colorful. It looks like a first-person shooter, Splatoon, and character creator that looked like came out of like some sort of weird band. It looks so bad. It looks so bad. But Arc Raiders, not so bad. So 154. That one did pretty good. And then let me see the slam again for Marathon. Okay, 143. So it's getting up there. Arc Raiders is still top. So these articles are all lying to themselves. They're all lying. They're straight up just lying. Why are you saying this? Just say that Marathon might be surprising to see what it does. But actually, if you want to be transparent, I would say Marathon seems like will be the new Arc Raider thing. But will it be the new Arc Raider thing or something like that? Like, question it, and then in the article itself, it seems like it's creeping up, but we don't know if it will actually hit the mark, kind of deal. So you're more not just showing it. Yes, Marathon's definitely going to beat Arc Raiders. You're more of like, will this happen or will not it happen? We don't know for sure, but it seems like Arc Raiders still has it down. We'll see if this will be actually the one that takes Arc Raiders. But like something like that. Try to be very in the middle, not trying to be kind of like it's gonna fail. Like, so I don't want it to say, oh, it's gonna fail like crazy or whatever. But feel like you actually have some proof that maybe this will happen, and if it doesn't keep its ratings up, then it might start going lower and might start crashing. Like, actually just be honest and be a little bit transparent. But from, a lot of people are saying online, they always say, oh, it's because of the chuds, all this and that. What do you think? You don't have to look at other people, what they think. What do you think? And what resonates with most people is this game is kind of just meh. Like, even people I see on Steam boards, they're just like, I'm not getting this. This is pretty meh. This is like a nothing, thing. So another live service that might not actually be really good, that might have legs in the beginning, but then it might actually dwindle down at the end. So not so hot for that one. Not so hot with Marathon. But you know what's hot? Besides the Marathon that people are actually enjoying? This is hotter than that. This is real hot. This is real hot. Check this out. Yes, we're talking about this, boys. Resident Evil Requiem. 87% right now. 87.65%. Pretty good. It's doing pretty good right now at the moment. And these ratings or these things are really good. Look at the view count. 563 viewers right now. Holy shit, dude. It peaked like crazy. 320,056. I don't know if it'll hit that much, but we'll see this weekend. Tonight, I feel like this is going to surpass it. Like the 320 is going to surpass. I wouldn't be surprised if it hits 500,000 all-time peak. I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. Capcom definitely cooked. This is the new hot thing, guys. I'm telling you, Resident Evil has a name that people will just eat it up. It's true. It will. Because people are hungry for something newer now. People were done with the Ethan Winters story, and wanted something new. So this was a bit new now from the newer ones. I think this might be the most anticipated one for sure, because they're like, Leon's back. Because Leon has been gone for a long time, since Resident Evil 6. It's been many years. So this return is very needed, but also interesting things that are going on in that universe, and it's trying to end the Umbrella story that was in the past. Now it's fully come together, and it's going to end here. So a lot of people are intrigued about the mystery of it, not just the story or the characters, but also the gameplay. The gameplay of this game, the quality of it, is top notch. That's what I'm hearing by a lot of people. Some people are already saying this is game of the year. Bro, this is game of the year? We still got GTA 6 that's going to come out. If this beats GTA 6, I wouldn't be upset. Now, a lot of people are saying good things. There's good praises about it, which we'll see the ratings and everything, the reviews. But when the spoilers came out, I'm not going to spoil you guys with the spoilers. I feel like they haven't made it to the end yet. We'll see what happens with that. Like I said, I think this is going to be mixed. And I feel like it is going to be mixed. my opinion. I think it's going to be mixed with a lot of things that people are not going to like about the story, where it just feels meh. But the gameplay and graphics and everything, just the presentation, will be what centers as really good. It's just the story is going to be the thing. I think it's going to be downplayed. That's why I've been seeing a lot of people say, like, the story is, it's not there, to be exact. It's not the best. But everything else about the game is really well done. Really well done. So it's still top notch. I think what happened is, they had to scrap this like twice, and it took a long time for them to make it. And they tried to do as much as they could with so much fan service and nostalgia of the old, going back to Raccoon City. Remember this, remember this, remember this. But it just felt very meh in the end. I think that's what happened. Like, it didn't feel like there was really a big oomph to it. But I could be wrong. I just downloaded it yesterday night, so I will be checking out this week, and I'll be trying to play it myself to see what the commotion is about online and what are people thinking about it. And I really want to do a review of it if I could. So what else we see about this with Resident Evil? Let me see here real quick. How long are we in? 2 hours and 10 minutes. Okay, I'm going to try to do this quick as possible. So here's another one. Pirate Nation. Resident Evil Requiem reached a new peak with over 320K players on Steam. There you go. What else we got here? There's more here. This is cool if you didn't know this. Resident Evil 9 Requiem is seamless cutscene translations whenever you're playing in first person or third person, as incredible attention to detail. This is actually really dope. I like this. I'm gonna put this down. But this is cool. So if you go in first person, you see it in first person, like the cutscenes and everything. Third person, you're in that cutscene. You see it actually happening. See? Like, that's super cool. I thought when you're in first person, everything will be first person. Even in third person, I thought it was going to go into first person. Because a lot of games do that. This game went beyond that. It's insane. They literally said, you like third person? Here's third person. You like first person? We got first person too. We got it for all the people that like all the styles. It's like, you don't see that. This took them probably the most time to do, I would say. This is the hardest thing to do. But I've never seen a game do two of them at once. It's actually insane. Now, it's not even a creator. It's a game that literally gives you options. That's crazy. That's crazy. So, good on Capcom for that one. That is very interesting. Very cool. Very cool indeed. Okay, what else we got? So, we got another one here. Resident Evil Requiem has already reached the highest concurrent users for an RE game on Steam with over 200. This was yesterday night. Within about 2 hours of release. 265K players within about 2 hours in release. Resident Evil 4 Remake peaked at 168K. So already beat Resident Evil 4 Remake. Yeah, well, it's new. It's a new story. No one knows what's going on. People want to try something new. There you go. Obvious as that. Obvious as that. Let's see what else we got here. Reviews. Here's the reviews, guys. Resident Evil Requiem reviews. 10s. Let's see. 10, 10. Love 10s. Game Bio, PSX, Brazil, Noise. IGN. Here's IGN. Gave it a 9. Okay. But see, you got to be careful with some of these reviewers because there are a lot of them that are, I don't know if they're like super hardcore fans or they're getting paid off or they're just shilling for this. I don't know what it is. It could be a bit of both. I don't know. But you got to be careful who you trust right now with these reviews. I would watch the ones that are playing right now to get like an honest review from them. But there is a couple I trust here and there that are not paid up by Capcom or anything, and they have actually pretty good critique about the game with it. Giant Bomb 9, Games for, let's see, IGN, VGC, The Gamer 8, The GameSpot 8, Metacritic 89, 60 or 89. So it's the most from the new one, the most rated game from Resident Evils. Okay. So yeah, this one is going to do crazy numbers, guys. The copies are going to be insane for this game. Insane. So yeah, I think this game is going to be just from what I think and what I heard and what I've seen, I think it's going to be a solid like 8 or a 7. I think, because some people are saying, "Oh, it's going to be game of the year and stuff." It's like we have still much to go to. Now, when Expedition 33, I literally said, I think that's going to be game of the year. When I was playing it, I was like, this is going to be game of the year. No question about it. It's like, it's crazy. Now, this, I have to see if I play it. But what I've seen and what I've heard, I think this should be like GameSpot an 8. I think that's going to be actually a perfect score. But I usually don't like giving scores. But if I did, it would be like an 8 or 7. We'll see. I still got to play it. I usually like to say, yeah, this is a must buy, or buy this on sale, or drop it, don't play kind of deal. I like doing those reviews more, or just meh, pass, or buy, or like, great, or something. That's usually what I do with those. But yeah, pretty good. Pretty good so far with those. What else we got? What else we got here? I'm trying to do this quick, guys. Oh, yeah. This happened too. Where is it? I saw it here. Here we go. So, the spoilers came out, and Hideki Kamera, former director of the original Resident Evil 2, posted strong criticism of people leaking Resident Evil Requiem, a detestable act that destroys everyone's happiness and deserves 1,000 deaths. May you be cursed to never play games again. Damn, that's brutal. This is the guy who works at Platinum right now? I think so. But yeah, he said that. Little brutal, little bit extreme, but okay. There you go, the OG. There you go, I guess. Whatever. With that, he didn't like it. He didn't like that at all. So, let's see what we got else here with Resident Evil. So there were reviews came out, and some reviews, like I said, you gotta be careful who's reviewing these games, because apparently, oopsies. Video Gamer, Metacritic has removed an AI-generated Resident Evil Requiem review from Video Gamer after the site replaced its human staff with AI journalists last week. Several other video gamer scores were also pulled. Metacritic stated it will not include AI-generated reviews that may never ties with such publications. Because literally, it didn't even have on the whoever wrote it. It just straight up said it was an AI. So they already fucked up. This is what I'm telling about. A lot of these reviews are botted or shills, or now AI generated people that don't want to write actually reasonable, great reviews. So you gotta be careful. This is an oopsie, but I think this is actually happening more often than you think with other journalists. And other journalists are saying, oh, this is bad. Why would you ever? Kotaku, you would do that. You would do that too. Shut up with this bullshit that you wouldn't do that, right? Shut up with that bullshit. You would do it too. So this is nothing new. This is nothing new. They've done it to themselves. It's nothing new. But we have More cringe. And we got double standards going again here, guys. With Kotaku, as usual. So Legendary Drop says, Eve from Stellar Blade is over-sexualized, pandering to the wrong people. While Kotaku, I am a preventative HIV medication, and Leon, please fuck me. Bro, lapped double standards 6 times. So this Kotaku article got ratioed so hard, and people are saying this might be rage bait. I don't know, because I jumped on it too. Leon Scott Kenny, I'm on PrEP. So I didn't know what PrEP was, and apparently it's like HIV medication against it if for gay people. I don't know what it really means, but it's something like that. And it's like a medication they need to take. But yeah, it's pretty brutal. And then I said, gooning is bad, but only when I goon, it's good. What the fuck? Make it make sense. And then, you know what? Achievement unlocked, maximum gayness. You already know. You already know. I had to. There you go. You got the little DSP laugh there, guys. Madam Savvy, my horny good, your horny bad. Now watch me embarrass myself in the blog post that you can barely see through the ads. Kotaku Daily. That's so funny. There you go. Just so you know, people hate double standards. Kotaku criticized Stellar Blade's Eve. Too sexualized. But this is good. You know, it's so stupid. And we have more of these. We'll go back to Kotaku, but then we have more of these. I'm telling you, there's more. Don't worry. There's more. More double standards from all these journos. All of them. Here we go. Another one. Here we go. Funny how hypersexualized is only a problem when it's women. Capcom openly bragged about female staff obsessing over Leon's wrinkles, neck, and muscles, refining him into a straight-up hot uncle. Meanwhile, the female lead gets sent through the ethnic department. See, I don't think Grace is... Yeah, she's a little toned down compared to, like, Ada, even, like, Jill or Claire, you know. But I think she's still okay character at best. You know, yes, I would like her to be more good-looking like Leon, obviously, for the female audience or the gays. But, you know, Grace is just okay. Some people are getting pissed off. There might be some good parts there where Grace is, you know, I don't hate on Grace yet. I haven't played it yet. I don't know anything about Grace. Maybe I won't like her. Don't know yet. But from what I've seen so far about Grace, she's okay. She's fine. You know, she's not like anything crazy or whatever. Even like Jill, she wasn't crazy either, but she had a good character to her that people enjoyed. You know, she had more assets for sure. You can see for a female character, she looked good. And same with Claire. And especially for Ada. But, yeah. So here we go. Look. The gamer, both ways. Resident Evil 4 no longer sexualizes its women. It's a good thing. Leon has definitely still got it. As Resident Evil Requiem fans are already going viral over his biceps. I'm telling you, you can't do this, but I can do this. You know, kind of deal. Like, if it's gay, it's good. But if it's just normal, like, men liking this woman, like, she's like a, you know, she's a cool character and she looks good. And you're okay, oh, damn, that's a good-looking girl, you know, in the game. And that's it. Like, and if they want to goon to it, you can goon to whatever character you want to goon to. I don't care. You do your own thing. But guess what? You can't have double standards like this and say this after that. Like, that's not okay. That's actually not okay. So, with all that said, with that, we got more here. because it's not to end with Kotaku. There's another one here with this article. Even though, you know, Resident Evil is doing good, we have bad journalism here. This is journalism, by the way. Not this one. This is actually a good piece. But Kotaku itself, this journalism with Leon Scott Kennedy, I'm on prep. How is this good journalism? This literally discusses people, and this is why people say game journalists are not needed no more, and they're getting replaced by AI. This is why. Kotaku gushes over the hot Uncle Leon Kennedy after years of attacking men for objectifying women. There you go. Here's another article. At E3, Soul Calibur objectified women felt like a relic of the past. Street Fighter V's radicus breast physics are still in the game. What is going on with Chun-Li's ridiculous boob physics? Oh my gosh, these people are so dumb, dude. Gaming outlet Kotaku is facing fresh criticism after a published eyebrows-raising article titled Leon Scott Kennedy, I'm on prep. Oh my god, this is so bad, dude. This is so bad. This is so bad. Prepare your cringe things because we're going to click on this article and we're going to actually read a little bit of it, guys. Prepare your cringe masks because this will cringe you hard. I just got to find it. I got to find the article. I got to find the article real quick. Okay, this will cringe you hard, guys. Really bad. Really bad. I don't have a problem people gooning to Leon Kennedy, but can you please write something that's interesting? This is not news. You can literally go on blog sites or fanfic stuff and tell that to that. Like, I don't want to know you gooning to Leon. No one cares. So here you go, guys. Whoever designed Leon in Resident Evil Requiem deserves a handshake and a raise. And he's like, I played it twice now. And I'm playing through the game second time with little distance between both playthroughs. You gotta take in the little moments to keep yourself from getting bored by something you just saw. For me, that meant having Leon Kennedy on low breath so I can hear all the pain grunting sounds he makes as he struggles to make his way through the environments for reasons. Wink, wink. Hey, yo! Hey, yo!
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Capcom says it was the mission for women and the company to make sure that Leon become everyone's hot uncle. And that meant consulting with the design team on details on small as the wrinkles on the neck. And he says this, yeah, woman developer, Capcom, blah, blah, blah. After playing through Requiem twice, I confidently say that those women on Capcom succeeded as God's strongest soldiers and allies to the gay community. Oh my God. Leon has been one of my favorite video game crushes since 2005 when I was drawn by his fine as hell character design in Resident Evil 4 long before I knew I was gay. Oh boy.
Oh my god!
Oh boy.
Holy shit.
Dude, this is some fanfic, Reddit, Tumblr shit I've ever seen, dude. This has to be rage bait. There's no way. There's no way. And my God, Requiem managed to affordably capture the sexual aura of swagger in every motion. His reload animation, sexy. His violent kills that should make me recoil to disgust. I'm swooning. It's stupid dad joke quips of every horrifying thing is witnessed and experienced, which should be just a repulse as the way it kicks a zombie man's head open against a brick wall My pants are already gone.
Holy shit.
No!
Huh?
God damn!
Oh, shit. If there's one thing I know about me is that I love men over 40, and I especially love them if they are toned, broody, and look like a light left their eyes years ago. Dude, this has to be rage bait. Oh, anyway, Leon, if you're ready, read this. If you read this, I'm free this weekend because I already played your new game, and I'm far more consistent than Ada Wong is. You won't have to wonder where we stand. Bruh.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
What the hell, dude? That was so stinky. The comments are probably great, too. Oh, I can't see the comments? I'd probably have to sign up. Fuck that and fuck Kotaku. Fuck that shit. Dude, that is so disgusting and gross and disturbing. We don't need to say that. And that's so true. I just humiliated myself on this article, this blog post. Seriously. It's so bad. And this is your journalism, guys. There you go. Your journalism's finest moment there. Great job. But in general, Resident Evil Requiem is doing well. So besides that, all the weird shit, the cringe stuff, the bad and the good and the ugly, still pretty good, decent so far. We'll see what happens with when people finish the game and find out for themselves. Okay. Let's talk about this last topic real quick. How long do we have? Ooh, I don't know, half an hour? All right. Less than a half? All right. Let's try to finish this. Okay. So, the big thing happened last Friday, guys. The big thing happened last Friday. I was streaming, and I couldn't finish it. And this happened. I was like, holy shit, I got to talk about this. So, I left it for this. I want to go through this real fast and what I think about this whole situation. Xbox leadership upended as Phil Spencer retires and Sarah Bond exits is stunning shakeup. So Phil Spencer has been there for a long time at Xbox. He was the CEO and everything. He started at Xbox and he went up the ladder. Sarah Bond was just put there. Now, people will say she was a DEA hire. She put there just because, she's a black woman and everything. Just because of that. And, that she was the president. She was the president. And she was going to be the next one after Phil Spencer retires. And that should have been the case. But instead, we got someone else to take up the mantle. So we got Asha Sharma is the new CEO of Microsoft Gaming. She previously worked on AI products at Microsoft. So she is pro at AI stuff. Ready, red flag. Matt Booty, here's Smash JT. Matt Booty, head of Xbox Game Studio. He's the one that will take care of the stuff with gaming because Asha Sharma doesn't know too much about gaming. She's just propped up there. She feels like she's like she was put there for a reason for my Xbox. I promoted to EVP and Chief Content Officer. The new oversees the nearly 40 studios under Xbox, Bethesda, Activision, Blizzard, and King. No studio recurring announced yet. So, why the Xbox leadership moment matters and all that. Phil Spencer. Spencer is retiring after 38 years of Microsoft and 12 years leading Xbox. Oversaw a bunch of... So, he bought acquisitions like Activision, Blizzard, Bethesda. He made Game Pass expansion, Xbox Series X and S launch. He did a lot of things, and people are saying he was pretty good. I think he was not that good, to be honest. I think what happened is, Phil Spencer, he's leaving. He's been there for a while. He tried to bring it back, but it just, I think, failed in general of what he wanted to do. The only thing I think was successful in his aspect, I think, was the Game Pass. I think the Game Pass, when it first launched, I clicked on it by accident. I want to click on it. I think it was pretty good. It was a cool new addition to it. I think it shouldn't take over Xbox at all, Game Pass, but over time it did. And it just started to increase, and more people started to start getting away from it. They're like, okay, it's not too bad. It just increased the price of the subscription constant. And then people were just like, okay, now it's not really affordable. Like, I don't own these games. I know I just want to jump in and try it out for like a bit and then unsubscribe, because that's what real gamers would do. They check out something, they want to play, upfront a small amount just to see if they like it or not, and then dip. I think that's what it is. So they know Game Pass is not actually reliable, but they still push it. Xbox is still pushing it. Microsoft is pushing it. Now with these, I feel like they're going to sell one of them eventually. I don't know if it's going to be Bethesda or it's going to be Activision Blizzard. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be sustainable too long. None of the things that they did got the comeback they wanted for any of them. None of them were the comeback they wanted. None of them made the money they should have made back. So again, the games weren't good. They weren't doing as hot as they thought it was. Phil Spencer was just buying things here and there. And then you had Sarah Bond. Sarah Bond, president of Xbox since 2022, is leaving Microsoft. She was widely seen as Spencer's heir apparent of convert how Microsoft elevation of Sarah Bond is formal, fin deeply investigation, corporate DEI framework was imbricated. So she was just put there as some spokesperson girl. I don't know. She was supposed to take over, but then they changed their mind with the Asha girl, the Indian female Asha, because she is Indian in the name too. And maybe that they didn't need her no more because, I don't know, maybe they had different thoughts in their mind with what it is. Because I guess Microsoft has more Indians now, and usually, I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard, a lot of people that are Indian, they like to work in pairs. They like to work together, in environments like that. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I heard people were saying. Which, okay, but make it good, though. Don't actually make it crap, Whatever. That's another thing. But, yeah, so she was, I guess, the scapegoat. That's why I'm hearing, too, that she is the reason why Xbox was bad. It wasn't even Phil Spencer, which is not true. I think also Phil Spencer was doing some things. He really didn't give too much shits anymore. He was retiring. He really didn't care. I think this was a fast retirement and a fast resign for her, too, is because I think there was an agreement, probably higher ups at Xbox, were saying, you need to leave because we need to put new power in order at Xbox, because we don't need you anymore, because we don't need. So you would leave, or you can just say you're retired. So he just said, I'm just going to get an early retirement. He's done. And then Sarah Bond is like, oh, shoot. So am I the next one up? No. You're going to be D. It's going to be Asha. And she's like, oh, well, fuck that, I'm leaving too then, kind of deal. So they both left at the same time, and that's why people were like trying to speculate why and what. So I think it was a bloodbath, to be honest. I think a lot of things happen and behind the scenes that they're not telling you. And I think this will be not good because people are praising it that Asha's going to be great and this. She's not even a gamer, which you don't really need to be a gamer. Usually these CEOs are not. Phil Spencer was actually a gamer, though. He actually played games. So, I don't know. It's weird in every angle how you look at it. It's not the best. And a lot of people are seeing it as this too. So even the co-creator of Xbox says new CEO is there to end the Xbox brand. That's not good. So what is going to happen is, I think Xbox is not going to exist in a couple of years. I think the brand itself is just going to be software and Xbox Game Pass. I think the console aspect of it might actually start floating away, and they're just going to be on every platform. So you're going to have them on Switch, PlayStation, PC. It's just going to be the Xbox brand gaming. So they're going the Sega route, like Sega did. They were console developer, or they made consoles and they made games. And Sega dropped out of console race, and they went to software now, all games. And so then if they leave, we only got Sony, PlayStation, and then Nintendo with the Switch. And that's it. Because there would need to be a new competitor. And I saw some people say, bring back Sega. The new Sega returns from the grave. I was like, nah, Sega's not going to return. It seems like PC is going to be the way in. PC is going to be the one that's going to take everything over. We saw the Steam machine that they're doing with Valve, That's like a mini PC itself, but you can also make it a console if you like. It's crazy. One of the Xbox creators believes that the Microsoft Gaming new CEO, Asher Sharma, will end the Xbox brand. Sharma Blackley became the program manager for entertainment graphics at Microsoft in 1999 after impressing Microsoft founder Bill Gates with a game Blackley had developed for DreamWorks Interactive. Transpare, which was a video game sequel to Jurassic Park. Microsoft makes its own video game console to compete with Sony's new PlayStation 2. Blackley put a team together, and soon the Xbox was born, and a new era of gaming began. Blackley left Microsoft in 2002, but his legacy lives on to this day through the various update versions of the Xbox. There you go. Shake on Microsoft, which saw that, and Asha replaced Spencer as the new CEO of Microsoft Gaming. Sharma's hiring is raising eyebrows among gamers, as she has no real gaming experience, having worked mostly with AI development. And she is on the boards of Home Depot. Get that right. She is on the board of directors for Home Depot. The appliance store where you get, all your tools and stuff, gardening supplies and all that. She's on there too. It was on her resume too. You can see it on LinkedIn and other places. Also Porsche, I think Porsche, car manufacturer Porsche. So it's like, why is this person doing this? She knows nothing about gaming. Yeah. And she has no real gaming experience, worked with AI development. Now she does AI stuff. It turns out Blackie seemed to agree with them, and he believes her appointment marks the beginning to the end of Xbox. Blackie told Games Best that Microsoft CEO Shanta Nadilin, it seems like another Indian, has made an incredible number of bets and invested an incredible amount of money and credentiality in the transform model AI future. He believes that this focus on AI means that Xbox is being sunsetted and that the Asha Sharma job as the new Microsoft gaming CEO is to be a plevant care doctor who slides Xbox gently into the night. What the heck? That's crazy. He links Sharma's section as putting a major motion picture studio into hands of somebody who didn't like movies, or a major record label into hands of somebody who's never seen live show. Yeah, the Xbox is cooked. I have to say this. Xbox is cooked. You cannot, I don't know how long this will be like felt for years to come. Like, you thought Xbox as a brand was bad, you're going to feel it more. It's going to be not good. Xbox hasn't recovered since the Xbox One. Straight up. The Xbox One just destroyed Xbox. It didn't have any good games that much on it as well. Barely. If there was, it was what? Like Sea of Thieves? I don't know what else. Like the OG Xbox and the 360. I have fond memories of those. Those were great. But after that, Xbox was just nothing to me. Really. It was just meh. And it seems like it's true. So yeah, Xbox is in the pooper. That's for sure. But I saw other people talking about this too. Here we go. So there's more here. Xbox CEO says brand won't shift focus to chasing trends. We'll see about that. They always say this. Xbox CEO Asha Sharma discusses the brand's effort to return user engagement and grow the player base in incredible competitive landscape. Sure. Let's see how that works for you. So no AI slop. I think that's what she said. No AI slop. Sure. We'll see about that. Sure. Yeah, I don't know about that one, guys. I don't know about that one. Let's see what else we got here. I saw Endymion here. Xbox CEO of Gaming confirms her new Xbox account, because she did show her Xbox account, her gamer tag and all that. And it was questionable because it had like so many hours on this game and this game. And it's like, what are you playing? She just stated playing on is being used by her entire family. So she's probably not even playing those games. It's just family members. And she confirms she writes her own posts too, because people are saying that she sounds like AI. I agree. Faking would... This is Asha on Twitter. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's her. I agree. Faking would be a terrible idea, and it wouldn't work. I also don't expect my gamer tag to blow up, and the reality is more boring. I created recently to learn and understand this world. There you go. She just created her gamer tag. She just created her own game account to play games. I've played with my family, and it is shared home account across devices, which you can see in the range of games and achievements. Fix that this weekend, and everyone is only playing on their own gaming devices, I guess. But I get where this is coming from. I don't pretend to be the best gamer, and even though I'm playing, that's still not my goal, because she was trying to, pretty much the meme, hello, fellow gamers. Like, she tried to be a gamer that she's not. And now she's like, oh, backpedaling. Yeah, I didn't do that. I did an account just to see whatever, and with my family. My focus is to make Xbox the best place to play. Return to our roots, ship great things, and become stronger for the future. And yes, I'm writing my own posts. Yeah, sure you are. Now, it could be AI. It could be she's actually writing her own posts. But yeah, you can make things, the AI now, that you could sometimes find out. I don't know what kind of AI programs, but there are AI programs out there that you write like almost like a human would write. It's kind of weird. And you know, she's all about AI tech stuff, so she could easily do it without, you know, AI or her writing it, to be exact. But yeah. Interesting for sure. Anything else that I can show? No. Oh. We need this right now. I said this last time, but we need this again. I agree. We need this again. This is what our CEO, this is what Xbox CEO needs right now. Inuwata. Satoru Inuwata.
On my business card, I am a corporate president. In my mind, I am a game developer. But in my heart, I am a gamer.
Fuck yeah. The GOAT himself. Satoru Inuwata. Rest in peace. Dude, I'm telling you, he might be one of the best CEOs that I've ever seen for like gaming in general. Like top branch. He might be one of the best ones. He was so real. And you know, he wasn't like, he didn't take himself too seriously either, because you saw, you know, Reggie and him fight one time for Smash Brothers. That was funny. Like they did a really good job. Even when Reggie was there, and then Miyamoto and all, it was just, Nintendo was top dog at that time. Now all of them are gone. Miyamoto's still there, but he's just trying to do as much as he can. He's just making movies now, to be honest. He's making, helping with the Mario and Legend of Zelda movie and stuff. I don't know. It's not the same. It's not the same no more. Nintendo's not the same. Nintendo, this time period with Inuwata, Reggie, it was just fantastic. It was actually magical. It was magical. Actually magical. So, yeah. For sure. Yeah, so anything else? What did she say? Oh no. The new Microsoft gaming CEO, Asha Sharma, is being called the Concord of CEOs by many ex-users. She went silent after a huge backlash and due to AI, but allegations. Oh. Ooh. Yikes. Well, let's see what she wants to do, though. What does she want to change in gaming? The new Microsoft gaming CEO wants to prioritize games with deep emotional resonance and a distinct point of view. She highlighted stories that make players feel something, citing Firewatch as a personal example of a title that truly resonated with her emotionally. Oh no. Like, you can have games like this, it's fine, but every game like this, I'm sorry, that's pretty gay.
Holy shit.
No!
That's pretty gay. So, gay games. I don't want every game to be Life is Strange, dude. I really don't. Please don't. Please don't. Can we have some cool games? Like cool badass characters and stuff, you know? Like Leon S. Kennedy, even though some people are gooning to him, girls and dudes, but dudes are like, hell yeah, I want to be ripped like Leon too. Like he looks pretty badass. You know, stuff like that. That could be gay in some instances too, but that could be gay in some instances too. Pause. Here's another one. Asha said this too. Today, I began my role as CEO of Xbox. Here are my 3 commitments. Great games. Can you explain what great games are? If great games are Firewatch or what's another Xbox game? I don't know. Something that came out Failed? I don't know. What are great games? Halo? I don't know. Return of Xbox? Xbox is still there. Like, what are you returning? Future of play. What does Jeff Keighley say? Welcome, Asha. We look forward to your commitment to gaming and great games. Post your gamer tag. Have some honor and quit. That's crazy, Savvy. Crazy. Yeah, not much there, guys, to get out of. I'm telling you. Look at this clickbait. Look, she's even clickbaiting. Look at this. I want to be one of you guys. Top 3 greatest games ever. Why? Go. Bruh. Engagement bait? That's crazy. That's bait. Yup. You first say. You say first. That's crazy. Amazing. How do you do, fellow kids? Yikes. What is this, dude? This can't be real. Is this person AI? His top 3 games she posted. Because I'm one of you guys. The new Xbox CEO top 3 games are Halo, Valheim, and GoldenEye. Okay. GoldenEye 64? I guess. Valheim is pretty good. Halo, which Halo? Can you be specific which Halo? Halo, you had to say Halo. You had to say, you're working for Xbox, you're going to have to say Halo. Right? You're going to have to. You can't freaking say God of War or Crash Bandicoot. Well, actually, Xbox does have Crash Bandicoot now. But, come on. That's crazy. That's crazy, but yeah, it's like, I don't know about this one, guys. I don't know about this one. I don't think it's going to be that good. And a lot of people are still trying to point it out that this was a shakeup. This might have been a shakeup. I don't know. You know, people are saying it's a conspiracy. That nothing happened. They just changed role and like stuff like that. It's okay. It's fine. We're good. It might have been just a shakeup, guys. It might have been just a shakeup. Maybe they had to go because it wasn't working out. They were in trouble. You know, the Xbox brand is in trouble. It really is. They haven't won a game of the year in a long ass time too, or they haven't won one. If I'm correct, legendary drops, no history in games. No interest in games. Xbox getting suffocated by Microsoft just as Peter Moore feared many years ago. End of an age and of an era. And the end of Xbox. And there you go. That's the final thing I wanted to bring. And that's the end of an era for Xbox. Dude, you have to we have to find it. February 20th is the day when Xbox crashed. When Xbox pretty much got wrecked. And not just the day where Xbox got wrecked. Xbox has gotten wrecked many times before. But I think this is the day where Xbox actually is done. Is done. No more. So yeah, rip to Xbox. I don't think they can really recover from this. We'll see. But I think it's over, guys. I think the Xbox brand is over. Really is. It's been over for me for a long time, guys. I've been done with Xbox. The only game that I like from Xbox that I still play is Sea of Thieves and maybe Halo Master Chief Collection and maybe Gears here and there. But there's not much games I play from Xbox no more. I'll just go back and play their old games, like the old Fables and stuff. Where's Blinks the Cat? Remember Blinks the Cat? Any OG fans here? Remember Blinks the Cat? That used to be the mascot for Xbox for a little bit. And then they made Master Chief the mascot. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But yeah. That's pretty much it for me today, guys. That's it for all the topics. There was a lot to go through. I'll try to put everything up for you guys in the timestamps to see. I appreciate all of you again, guys. Thank you so much for coming, lurking, watching. Anything you can do, I appreciate you guys. Again, like and sub if you're new here. And like either way, because it really does help me in some way. Really does. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you have a great week or weekend, whatever. Yeah. Have a good weekend and all. I hope you guys have a fun time. If you are playing Resident Evil Requiem, I hope you have a fun time with that, because I know I'm going to try to have a fun time this weekend with that. And anything else? No, just check out all the socials, what's going on, everything. And yeah, I appreciate all of you guys for coming again and lurking, watching everything. I really am. And yeah, I think I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Most likely, I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Let's be honest. I'll be back. Okay, guys? Have a good one all. See ya.
Are you not entertained?